Hi everybody, it's Jennifer with CreativeCricketDesigns.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be working with the Imagine. And the number one reason to work with your Imagine is if you run out of the cardstock that you need. So I'm going to be using the Kate's ABC cartridge, and for my main cut I need to use a brown for this Ladybug, and I unfortunately have no more brown paper, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Imagine. And how I'm going to do that is I was able to go to Google. I Googled Stampin Up RGB color codes. And here's just a quick, it's kind of close, but Rich Wriggles, Earth Elements, and Soft Subtles are just a couple of them. And here's another one for you to see. And then here's a one with a bunch of them. I'm going to back it up, sorry. And here's a bunch of them, and this has Soft Subtles, Earth Elements, Bold Brights, Rich Wriggles, 2006 and 7 in color, 2007 and 8 in color, 2008, 2009, 2010, and then the neutrals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my colors using the Stampin' Up color codes for the RGB to use with my Imagine. That way I don't have to run to the store and get some cardstock. I can just do it right now while I'm here and I have the idea in my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in again. And what I'm working with is the Ladybug cut. So I have my Ladybug cut right here. Okay, and I'm going to color it in brown, because that's my first cut is going to be in brown. And I'm going to size it. And I created this in my Gypsy, and I know that there's one time that I used my Imagine with a cut that I used on my Expression, and it did not match up. So when I did this in my, when I designed it in my Gypsy, I have it set at 5 3/4. So I'm going to go with 5.7, and I'm going to hope that it works. Then I'm going to click on this little tab right here, and I'm going to select my RGB code that I want. And the one that I'm going to go with is the chocolate chip for the brown. And the RGB code is going to be, I'm going to choose more of a brownish color so that I don't have to go so far. So I'm going to go down to 111 for the red. Then the green is at 84. And the blue is at 85. So I have the RGB code is R111, G for green 84, and B blue is 75. Sorry. Let me get that right. So that's what it's giving me. I'm going to hit apply. And apply and see how big it is on my mat. That looks about right. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to get all of its layers. So we're going to need layer 1, or we're going to need shift actually, and the Ladybug for the grass. We're going to go ahead and color that in. R201. It'd be nice if this had a digital thing that you could just punch in the numbers, but that's not the case, which is fine. At least we have the option to change it. So I'm going to go 201, and then I want 210, and 148. Okay, so I have red 201, green 210, and blue 148. I'm going to do apply, and it should be at 5 inches. just want to go to my mat. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to go to take off our shift, go to layer 1, and our Ladybug. Going to go ahead and edit that. And on this one it shows that we need like a light pink. So let's see. I'm going to go with, I think, this Regal. Maybe I'll do the Pretty in Pink. And again, I'm using the Stampin' Up Codes. And the red is supposed to be, let's go with this one, 251. Green is 196. And blue is 205. Maybe I should have picked the pink color to work with first instead of the reddish orange one, but try to do this as fast as I can. Okay, so we have red 251, green 196, and B 205. So we're going to push apply. Looks pink and it's at 5 inches. So we're going to apply it. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to do the shift layer 1, and we're going to pick that. Then we're going to go ahead and edit it with our pencil, and now we need a darker pink. So what I think I'm going to use is this rose red color. So again, I'm going to go into my RGB codes. We're going to go pick a pink one. And we need 197, oh, 197, G80, and B106. Yep. Okay. Then we're going to hit apply. That's a little darker than I was hoping for. So, maybe we can do Pink Passion instead. So we're going to click on this. Why is it not letting me? We'll just push apply. And I'm thinking it's just too dark for what I'm looking for, so I'm going to go back and edit it. I'm going to go with a different pink. We're going to go red 236, G110, and B170. Okay, then we'll go and apply, and that's probably better. Yep, I like that better. So I use the Pink Passion for this right here, and for this one I used Pretty in Pink, and then for the green I used the Certainly Celery. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our next layer. So we're going to take off our shift. We're going to go to layer 2, choose our grass for the Ladybug. Going to go ahead and edit it. And we want this to be a little bit darker than the Certainly Celery. So, I'm thinking I might use this Wild Wasabi color, but I'm going to use Green Galore. So we're going to go back to our color wheel, and we're going with a green, so I'm going to choose a green. We're going to go to 157, 217, and B117. choose our colors. So we go to our color wheel, and we're going to go with Pink Passion, which is 236. Whoops. 110. And 170. Okay, then we're going to apply, and then we're going to go to Shift and choose our image. We're going to edit it. And it's at the 2.2, which is what the other one was at. We're going to go back to our color wheel. We're going to go with the Pretty in Pink. So we're going to go ahead and change this up. That'll work. Apply. So now we're going to go to our page. We have two pages. So on our first page we have all the layers to our Ladybug. And then the second page we have our phrase. So we're going to go ahead and get this printed and cut out. Okay, now what we're actually going to do is we're going to create our photo squares for our photo mats, for the photos for the scrapbook layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my stock images. And I'm just going to find a square. I think it's way back here. Right there. I'm going to do, it should be a 5 by 5 square. So I'm going to do true, and I'm just going to do 5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it in with a pattern from the, let's see, Nursery Tales. I'm going to go ahead and apply. And I'm going to choose another one because I have two pictures on my mat. Choose my pattern. It's already set at 5. Actually, let's see. Let's go back. I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to do probably 4.7. I have another square. Edit. And I want this to be at 5. And I'm going to use that chocolate brown. Let's go to a brown from my from the Stampin Up RGB Codes. So we're going to do R11 or R111, G84, and B75. Apply. Apply. Going to get another one, and we're going to do the same thing. Got it at 5, RGB codes. Okay, so I have everything ready to go, and what I did is I printed out a 12 by 12 pattern from the Nursery Tales cartridge. And the pattern papers are in the back of the cartridge. And this is the one that I chose, which is also the same one that I matted my pictures with. But when you do it on a 12 by 12, it makes the images bigger, so it makes it proportionate to what you're printing or cutting out. And then I do have it on a piece of brown cardstock, but this is an embossed cardstock, so I didn't want to use it for my original image. And the browns are not, they don't match, but hopefully that'll be okay because I'm just going to kind of work with what I have instead of running to the store every time to get something that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I also cut out the L that goes with L is for Ladybug. And this is the image of the L. Let me just double check what I printed that on, or what size I did it at. I think it's 3 inches on real dial. Yeah. So on our true size or whatever, it's 3 inches. So I also cut that to go with it. So what I have is 2 photo mats. The layer that I have on top of my photo mat, in the video I have that it's 4.7, and I actually went back and redid it and it's 4.8. And then the brown piece is 5. So I have my 2 photo mats that are going to go something like that. But first I want to put on my Ladybug, and I used all the colors that I said in my video. I didn't change any of them. I used the colors that I chose. I liked them. They worked well with it. So I left it as is. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and it's going to go right about here. But I wanted to see it first before I put my photo mats down. And it's okay that it's covering up some of my photo, because that'll just add extra character to it. So we're going to go ahead and place them towards the bottom. Push on all my dots. So that's how that's going to go. And then I have my L. For the L is for Ladybug. And I think I'm going to pop that up as well. But the rest of, and for the doodling that I did for Ladybug, I got these pens at Target. So I just used the pink one and went through and did that. But I have stitching around my photo mats, around the layout. I did some stitching around this Ladybug. I stitched around my L, which I really need to find a brown pen. And I know people have told me to look at Michael's, but my Michael's here doesn't seem to have them. So I'm not really sure. I'll probably have to look online. So this is the finished scrapbook layout using my Imagine. So I thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.